doing?
You press record, I don't know what we're doing.
I know, I don't have a clue what I'm doing with life generally, so just clap again.
It's
Actually, no, what are we doing?
an actual clapperboard.
A chalk one, yeah. That's really nice and old. Someone sent me that in the post. Welcome to episode 2 of Set Up and Shoot. What are we going to call this episode?
I don't know, we'll think of that after the fact. It'll flash up on the screen, maybe.
Yeah.
When we know.
Exactly, yeah. So, yeah, we wanted to do this much sooner, really, but the problem is life, work, life finds a way to annoy you. And that's what's happened with what we set out to do, really, isn't it? Yeah,
we've both had a lot of work, but also, more importantly, stuff at home. And it just both happened to both of us, didn't it? Very quickly.
Yeah.
But we're back. We won't dwell on that. We're back now because, as we said in the first episode of Set Up and Shoot, we fully expect life to do these sorts of things, and that is why we've started this, because we want to try and inspire other people and their creativity, their drive to create something fun and engaging and get out and do something that they want to do. So we're not going to let life stop us. We are now back at it, 2-3 months after the first episode?
Yeah, and we've chosen the worst time to be in this little studio.
It's
It's
hot.
sweltering. It's almost 30 degrees in the UK at the moment. And we're not going to convert that. You've got to figure that out for yourself.
It's just really hot. Everything's really hot and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And there's no air conditioning anywhere in this country. And it's hot.
Yeah, exactly. So episode 2 is... I don't know why referencing like that. But we were talking about the story and script. We mentioned in the previous episode that the story is called Chords. The script is written. Jack's read it.
Yeah, I recorded myself reading it.
Yeah.
Got it all set up in my own house. Got myself a proper YouTube style setup. Borrowed some lights. Made it all nice and pretty. And then, yeah, my hard drive corrupted. Went back to Lacey and I lost about 1.5 years worth of work, including everything I shot for this. So there's a lesson to anyone who's starting out in video. Back everything up.
It's a shame we don't have any frame grabs or anything like that of what the video was going to look like.
I might have one. I think I sent you a screen grab.
Yeah,
so I might have one in WhatsApp, which if we have, it'll be on the screen.
Yeah, we'll pop it up. And if not, we're not going to have it.
No, we can't because it's gone.
So yeah, we were actually talking about developing the original idea I wrote many years ago. But I kind of don't want to spoil it too much. It's got 2 characters, mainly between a young woman and her father. There's one location on a hilltop and in a car. It's really kind of straightforward in terms of the shooting of it and the story. But we actually wanted to potentially put it through a new process, didn't we?
Yeah. So this has come about from AI, ChatGPT. So I've had a little bit of a play with it, and I've had it write me a couple of short movies and scripts. And it has its limitations. You have to kind of give it some real guidance and direction, at which point you kind of think to yourself, it would be easier for me to write this how I want it. But it does develop things quite nicely. It allows your thoughts to suddenly become a jumping off point, as it were. So when I put prompts into it, it's created movie scripts, which I know I could then take away and expand upon and develop further. Sure, you can keep putting the prompts into ChatGPT to make it do that for you as well.
Yeah.
But it's quite limited. It will keep going back to the same plot that it already developed unless you give it a whole new prompt and you start all over again. So we were thinking about putting this script in to see what it might give us. And I don't know what your thoughts are, but in my head it was more to do with telling it to create us a shot list and testing its ability to come up with cinematography and storytelling.
Yeah, we want to, with our backgrounds and what we've shot, and we're very happy to direct, shoot, edit, do everything here. We don't want to redevelop the script through ChatGPT. We just want to see what it'll do, like you say, with a shot list or potentially storyboards. But we're more than capable to do that. We're quite interested if it comes up with something original and achievable for us that we've not thought about. I think it's what we haven't thought about and what we can potentially do within our means and with the equipment we have. And yeah, it's going to be fascinating to see it, and a potentially controversial way of achieving certain things But I think it's going to be fun as well because I've never used it. I know you've used it a few bits and bobs on there. You know,
it's great for content creation. It's great for content creation. It just puts all your thoughts into a really simple kind of document. It's great for that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff around AI at the minute, isn't it? It's a hot potato. It's a hot topic. So I just want to try and implement it somewhere into this project as a tool in our bag of tools, as it were.
Yeah.
Rather than it replacing us as a creative.
Yeah,
I think there's a lot of panic about that with people. Isn't there? There's a lot of worry that people in the industry are like, oh, it's going to replace me. Oh, we don't need photographers anymore. We don't need this, that, and the other anymore. But I watched a YouTube video just the other day where someone used the terminology. There's millions of hammers out there, but you always need someone to hold it.
Mm-hmm.
So ChatGPT, if you start looking at ways to implement it into your workflow as a creative, as a videographer, as a photographer, rather than seeing it as a replacement for your skill set, but something you can add into your tool bag.
Absolutely. We all want to develop our skills, and this is just another way of having at least the awareness of what it's going to do, because you might not ever use it, but you might get challenged about its use. And I've got this system or this AI I can use online. Why do I need your involvement? If you're aware of what the tool is, you can challenge that at any point if you need to.
Exactly.
Or like you say, use it as a tool, use it as a creative tool that you have in your back pocket, like a gimbal or an editing desk or something like that.
Yeah, like when you mentioned storyboarding, that's a great use for it. If it can storyboard and we can put something in and get it to deliver as a shot list or a storyboard that we can then use as a jumping off point. We might not like some shots, we might really like some ideas that it comes up with. It's that it saves that time of the two of us riffing off each other, coming up with everything. It's like having an assistant that's come up with a concept. You can then look at it and go, no, don't like that, love that, let's implement something different here. It does half the battle for you. It saves time. Yeah. So that's the way I'm trying to approach this AI software. There's a way to save time and energy and allow us to use that energy that we've saved to put into the creative process. So yeah, it might be quite interesting.
So do we want to talk about the structure of what we're going to do going forward, or should we do that at some other point?
Let's talk about the structure of what we're doing. That can be the basis of this episode. We've touched on AI, now we can talk about the next few steps. So what is the next step? Next episode are we going to go through AI, record it, talk about how that works, show the viewers?
The difficulty thing, I think we should definitely do that episode 3. I think it's a great idea. But what we'll do is we'll show you guys a small snippet of the script in its original form, and then show what ChatGPT has given us. It might give us director's notes, because the script isn't just the written word and the spoken word of what's going to be in the film. It's also director's notes, like Tarantino. You can see it in the script books, all his notes that it gives the actor, so it might help that way. I think if we show a little snippet of 3 or 4 lines of dialogue of the original script and the ChatGPT stuff, I think that's a great way to kind of show what it's done for us. Yeah,
without giving too much away about what we're hoping to film.
Yeah, because if we talk about it that much and we don't show exactly what it's done, I think we'll lose it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I think that we potentially will be looking at a location next time.
Yep, trying to get outside, actually find somewhere rather than be in this sweaty office.
Yeah, this office is very, very sweaty. I've got shorts on and I'm just dying in this weather.
Can we just mention the way we've lit everything and set everything up today?
Oh yeah, we should put a disclaimer in. To put a disclaimer in somewhere on this screen.
If you watch episode 1, then watch this one, you'll be like, wait, the production value's gone out the window within a 3-month window of time that we recorded. It's only because we've been really busy and you've just crammed your office full of all your equipment.
Yeah,
there's nowhere to sit in here.
We've finished a big series of promotional materials, corporate films recently, Jack and I. So now finally I can put my equipment to sleep to a certain degree, just for a while. And this is what happens when you've got limited space, or a small room. Is everything gets pulled apart for a shoot, and then you've got to reconstruct it for another shoot. It just ends up in a big mess. So if I had like an empty garage or something, I'd actually disassemble it on a desk, and there wouldn't be any issues. So that's my excuse for these the car boot boxes.
It's like the penny cases that I'm squashed up against and all the lights in this corner.
Yeah. So sorry about the production value. It's this is not what Jack signed up for in this room. But yeah, it's going to improve. It's going to improve. Next time it will be.
It will be better.
It'll be much better. And should we shoot the next episode? Talk about locations and where we are in the next one.
Yeah,
because I
think
think
we'll do that as
whilst
well.
we've got great weather, why not do that? Why not take advantage of that?
So yeah, we've got plans. So this is basically just a little bit of a fill. It's a production diary, isn't it? As we said.
Yeah.
We're going to fill this gap now with this, and then hopefully, if you stick around, subscribe, join the channel, follow us on what are we on Instagram. Instagram's the main one, isn't it?
Instagram and YouTube. Yeah. Set up and shoot, and we'll put those details on the screen.
Yeah.
Just here.
Just down the bottom. So follow us on those. That's the dog.
Yeah, that's Frida. She's
That happened in the last one as well. The dog started going in the last one as well.
Oh, yeah.
So follow us, like us, do what you need to do. We'll be back. The next episode, like I say, we will go through the chat GPT stuff, and we will probably look at doing a location scout as well. That might be 2 episodes there. We might bunch the 2 together, go for a location scout, and
take some
show
gear.
you.
Take some gear, maybe. Take some production shots.
I thought you said beers. I'm down for that.
Take some beers.
Take some beers and some equipment with us.
Yeah, and I promise it'll look better than this, because this looks like and I'll probably bleep that out. But yeah.
And on that note, I think we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Cool. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers.
Bye, everybody.
See you next one. Bye bye.